One more time, one more time, one more time, one
Hey, so what's going on YouTube? DiGiTiLsOuL here. Just wanted to talk about something today, and don't let the title fool you, okay? It does say that, yeah, it does. But this is just something that I want to cover because I get asked so many different questions about said subject that, you know, it just can't all be covered in one little tiny little video. So I'm going to name this as a little series, so to speak. I'm not going to make every video this way. I'm not going to make another channel just for this. It's just that I'm going to speak about this in parts because there's just too much to cover, and I'm only one guy making one video at a time, you know. But and I am no expert, but I have partaken in the subject at hand. But for now, let's get to the video. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I have some kind of sneaky insight or some kind of definite way that you're going to find the right person in your life. I'm not going to make you able to find anyone in your life. I'm just going to try to let you know when the time is right. Again, not an expert, just speaking from the heart here, my opinions for you. Alright, to some people, sex is simply that. It's sex, you know, and to others, it's making love, you know, and to each their own. Whatever it is that you want to do is fantastic, but some people want to wait. I myself, I was 20 years old before I embarked on that journey of life because I was, number one, a little busy. Number two, I was afraid of things that were going around because that's just when AIDS and things started to truly get talked about, and me being the hypochondriac that I am, I'm not a germaphobe or anything, but I don't want to die, you know what I'm saying? So things like that scare me enough to make me say, I'm going to wait. I will never share myself with someone until I'm ready to share myself with someone. Now this is just me, okay? This is just me. I have to truly know someone if I'm going to partake in a sexual action with that person. I've never in my life had a one-night stand, and if you have, that's fine, as long as you don't regret it. If you regret it, then that's another story, you know, altogether. But some people like to go out to a bar, they like to hook up and meet somebody and do their thing. And that's also fine, as long as you're using protection and you're making yourself safe from catching anything, so to speak. Especially if you're never going to see or talk to this person again, you know, especially if you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother video, man. You know, but in this one, you know, if you want to know somebody, and you want to be with somebody, and you want to share yourself with somebody, then it's something special, man. And if you're with someone already, and you're wondering if the time is right, that person might be thinking the same exact thing you are, man. You know, I mean, two people that are nervous about it, you know, nothing's ever going to happen. Have you held their hand? Have you kissed them? You know, I mean, it goes, there's so many layers, man, layers upon layers of things that take place. You got to know here, and you got to know here. Number one, are you old enough? Because if you are going to embark in the deed, man, then you got to be ready for the consequences. And there are consequences. Sometimes protection isn't always 100% safe. And that's just not towards an STD, that's towards making a baby, man. You know, and I'm not trying to talk to you like you're dumb. Okay? I'm just trying to let you know that if you're going to have sex with someone, there could be a chance of procreation as long as it's a man and a woman. Okay? Haha! Because, you know, as long as it's a man and a woman, there can be a chance of procreation. And if you're too young to bring a child into this world, then you need to consider that. Don't look at it as just sex. Look at it as, oh my God, there's a good chance that I can get pregnant, or I can impregnate someone, and there's going to be a little me coming into this world. you know, and then you got to be responsible for them. You got to pay that money. You got to change that diaper. You got to lose that sleep. Because basically, when you become a parent, you sort of got to put yourself on hold for a little while. I'm not saying you got to give up life, but you got to put yourself on hold for a little while to make sure that baby has what they need to grow up and become a great person, man, you know? So, if you're ready to do the deed, and you're ready to accept the responsibility, then you're ready for that next step. You just need to lastly make sure that your partner is also ready. Everyone in life makes mistakes. Okay, everyone sometimes has regrets. Now, if you're with someone and you've taken that journey and you have had intercourse with said person and you regret doing it, don't be ignorant and not talk to that person ever again, because that's not going to hide the problem. You're just going to make someone feel even worse, man, worse than you do right now. So if you have been with someone and you're regretting it and you think it was a bad decision, then you need to let that person know in a nice way, man, because if you were there to begin with, because they're not going to understand, because you shared yourself with them, and they're going to wonder why you're not going to want to share yourself with them again, you know. So if you just let them down nice and easy, hopefully it'll work out, because there's some crazy people out there in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy people out there, but just let them down nice and easy. Let them know why. Let them say, you know, it just wasn't there for me, man. It just, you know, the fireworks weren't there. You know, ball wasn't hit out of the park. You know, I'm not saying you did something wrong. It's just not there. Yeah. Well, that was just part one of this little bit of stuff that I'm going to talk about. You know, like I said, there's just too much to cover in one single video. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about the deed itself. And I'm not talking about it in a perverted way where I'm going to sit here and talk step by step through some things. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's something that your parents need to handle with you. And if not, you know, there are people out there in this world that you are related to or that you know. Because, trust me, I'm not that guy. You know, I'm not the one that's going to, like, be able to hold your hand through life and, you know, hold that shield up and make sure everything happens. I could tell you things, but in the end it's on you, because you're a great person and you need to take care of yourself. And in the videos that are coming up, I'm going to do the best I can to try and answer every single question that was ever asked of me in every single PM regarding to this subject, be it a relationship, be it sexual, be it a breakup. Until next time, Digital Soul. Peace.